guys, it's Tricia here of TriciaSitemere.com, and I hope you are having a phenomenal day. We are back with another conversation on taking the leap, and I have somebody amazing here to share their story. So as I said, we are focusing on taking the leap, and everyday people that are doing extraordinary things are sharing how they got to be where they are today, the highs and lows, some of the things that they thought about, so that as you are thinking about taking your own leap, then you have a little bit of insight into what all happens before, after, and during you taking the leap. So I have Neil here with me. I'll let him introduce himself, but I know him from 9 Round, and as you guys, if you follow me on my Instagram, know that I post about 9 Round all the time. It is like the best thing ever. I feel very sporty doing it, and I'm not really a sporty girl, and so like I get to go in and do my boxing, release frustration, but it's also helped me lose almost 80 pounds, and so like Neil is a godsend, and his gym has been a godsend for me in my life. So I'm excited to hear him share a little bit of his story, although I'm kind of familiar because we chat at the gym. And I hate it because I haven't seen him since, you know, quarantine and all of this COVID stuff. So this has been a good opportunity for us to catch up, and he'll also talk a little bit about how he's been pivoting and keeping everyone fit and healthy during this time of quarantine. So thank you, Neil, for joining me. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey, Tricia. It's good to see you. And thanks for having me.
Of course.
So I'm the owner of 9 Round Fitness in McKinney. It's a kickboxing fitness gym. I'm a dad of 2 wonderful kids. I'm married. I'm celebrating 20 years. I just celebrated 20 years. Yes. Yay.
Awesome.
Yes. So I have my degree in mechanical engineering. I was in the insurance industry for 20 years. And sort of like your book, I was just sick and tired of the shit.
The shit?
Really, I mean, that was probably the biggest reason why. There's 2 reasons. One is I was just getting tired of working for someone else. I was dreading my Sundays. Just not looking forward, and just felt like Groundhog Day. Just kept on going, the same thing, and there's just no challenge. That was the first reason why I decided to take the leap. And then the second was just time and mortality. You know, I was just one day we're all gonna die, and yes, right. So really, so basically, my kids are in high school, so it's like I wanted to make a leap prior to that, but I just was too scared. I was comfortable, but there's actually a coworker who actually got me involved with opening the gym. I went to this gym. I've always loved kickbox fitness. I was like fitness since I was a kid, and I loved helping people. So it's felt like a natural fit to do something, and I took the leap of faith, and here I am. You know, So there are a bunch of factors. I mean, my family is huge. My immediate family, my wife and my kids have supported me through the entire journey. There have been times when I question myself, and I do have doubts of what I've done. But again, I always go back to the whys.
Right.
And always it's the I was just tired. I just don't want to go back. Going back to the corporate world, and just going to repeat and not doing something that didn't fulfill me. And then just again the mortality part of it is that one day we're gonna die, and if you don't take the leap, when are you going to take the leap? And nothing's perfect.
True. Yeah.
Yes.
That's true. That's very
true.
true.
I mean, I had a plan. I did have a business plan, and it did give me some comfort. I did have some money saved up. So no plan is perfect.
Yeah.
Obviously now, especially the times we're in now, because now we're pivoting.
Yeah.
So we're doing okay the first year.
Yeah.
With the business. And then, and I have no business experience. So, I mean, in the corporate world. So we're doing okay the first year, and then the COVID. So
Yeah. I
yeah,
think your year was in March. Okay.
Yes, March. You
Yeah.
came in the gym. Yeah, and you came prior to that, like
Yeah.
February. You're like my first or
I
second customer.
was stalking the gym because I saw that it was
Yes.
open, and I would come in and be like, "Hey, how's the progress going in here?" So.
Yes, that was so awesome. I'm so grateful for you too, Tricia. I really am. So I mean, but yeah, so then COVID came. So now I'm taking another leap of faith again because people are afraid of coming back to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
We did reopen 2 months later, but still people are having, just not feeling comfortable. So we're doing online workouts right now, and I'm even going more, I'm taking it to another level by trying to help people with their nutrition.
Okay.
So yeah, so starting next month, I'm going to actually have a nutrition challenge, and I'm going to be doing actually sort of a quasi, sort of separate from 9 Round, but together with 9 Round.
Mm-hmm.
We're still figuring it out. So
you're still pivoting.
Exactly, I'm still pivoting. Yes, and just trying to make the best of it. That's all. That's all we can do. So, but again, it's going back again. Like I say, it's going back to the
why.
It's going back to the whys. And like I told you earlier, I had a conversation with Mike, the person who actually brought me into the gym. He asked me if I'd be interested in coming back again to the corporate world and say, hey, we're looking for somebody. I'm like, I mean, it crossed my mind,
Obviously, right?
Right? Yes. But then it's like, okay, so I'll do this. I'll go back. And then I'll be thinking about, why did I do this? And did I really give it my fight? I'm not ready yet to give in.
Okay. All right. No, that makes sense. That definitely
Yes. And then going back again is just one of the things I've learned too is just try and enjoy the journey. I mean, even though there's struggles and the challenges, just try to enjoy it, not live in the future, not live in the past. That's just another thing that's really, this business has taught me, is just try to live in the future. In the now, in the present. Yes. Yeah. In the now.
Okay.
And just try to be positive, and hopefully people will see that you're trying to do good, and it comes back to you. So
absolutely. So you said a couple of things that I want to elaborate on. So one, you didn't have any business experience before, or I guess entrepreneurship experience, like you were working in a corporate type job, but hadn't had any experience running a business of your own. So hope for you to touch a little bit on that, and then also want you to kind of talk a little bit about, okay, so you've taken the leap and things were going pretty well, and then COVID, like what was your initial kind of response to COVID? Because I know that you had been working up to take the leap, and then when you were building out the gym and like all of that excitement, I was at the grand opening, and then this thing that you had launched, COVID came. So if you could talk about both of those, I would appreciate it.
Okay, sure. So the first one, no business experience.
Yeah.
So what I'm learning, I'm still learning right now, is there's people who've done things before us. That's successful true. People, right? Mm-hmm. So, and I'm promoting this right now too, because I'm trying to coach people more and try to convince them that they need my help too.
Yeah.
So, right? So, so it's just going back and looking for mentors. Mm-hmm. So I'm always looking for someone to help me, and looking at asking questions to people who've been there, to where I want to go at. So I've reached out. I mean, I have business coaches at 9 Round, and I have other coaches. I've actually hired a bunch of coaches that spend money. I'm not there yet, but it's a learning experience. But it's just seeking the answers, because it's out there. If you seek, like what's the I forget what the saying is. Seek and you shall.
Keep looking.
But I mean, the answers are success leaves clues.
Okay. Oh, I like
Success
that.
leads clues.
I like
Yeah.
that.
So, there's people who are ahead of us that have been through our struggles. So, and that's another thing that keeps me alive too, and keeps me going is that the answers are out there. And if you don't give up and you keep on persevering, eventually, hopefully, praying, you'll find the answers and you'll move your way. So yeah, right now, even when I'm going with nutrition, I've pivoted and I've actually hired another coach to help me get a new program going. So yeah, it's just looking for mentors. That's huge. Coaching and mentors, teachers. Yes, and you do the same thing, Tricia, right?
I mean, I really do. Mine just happens to
Yes.
be in the fulfillment career space and not in the fitness space.
Yes, it's tough.
But
Yes.
yeah, you find a need and you find ways that you can serve people with your gifts, your talents, your passion. So I definitely understand, why this is something that was a draw for you.
Yeah. So keep on seeking mentors, everybody. That's the key. Coaches,
Or a
mentors.
coach, if you need a coach.
Right there. We're talking about right there. Yes, exactly. So that's where the answers are there.
Okay.
Just seek. Okay. The second one, COVID.
Yeah.
So, so when that first hit, Tricia, I just wanted to crawl under a rock. I did. I mean, it was terrible.
Oh,
It's
sure.
terrible. Yes, it was terrible. So, because everything was going good. The momentum was there. We're headed we're over the cusp. It's like, yes.
As a new business, right? You start a new business and there's just so much that you're trying to do and you get that taste and you're like, we're doing it.
Yes, we're just about, exactly. Boom. Just kick a guy when he's down and keep on kicking. So, so it took about a week to get over that. So I did have some moments, but I got back up again and nothing's perfect. So, I wrote a letter to my members, basically saying, can you help me out? That type. I asked for some help. And then I just looking for different ways to just keep on going.
Yeah.
The franchises helped me with our online workouts and things like that. But I think we can do better. So hence that's why we're going again, taking a leap of faith again.
Yeah.
That's why I hired another coach, and hopefully we can get this nutrition aspect of it off the ground, and then hopefully that we can work the two, the fitness and nutrition together, and hopefully they'll complement each other. We'll go on. We'll be happy. So that's my plan.
Okay.
So
you can't stop a man with a plan. So I do think that planning is a huge part of it. Like we've mentioned planning in the other episodes where it's like, it just helps you think about things that maybe weren't on your radar. You can kind of see where there may be holes and where you might need support, where you might need coaching, where you might need to, bring in the big guns or, whatever the case may be, to help you move things along. And even though you have a plan, like you said, now you're needing to pivot. Now you're needing to, tap into new types of support, different resources, X, Y, Z. So keep your plans in order and, but be flexible at the same time.
Exactly.
Right? That's what I would say.
Exactly, Tricia, because no plan is perfect. I think some people tend to, they stay so focused on their plan and they never take action. So that's another thing too, is you have a plan, go in direction, you make mistakes, and then just keep on adjusting, just keep on moving. I'm still doing it and nothing's perfect. And I know that the world will forgive me. That's what it, just as long as you're nice about it.
Yeah.
So, so just take action, learn, and just keep on moving.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very good. So for someone who has taken the leap, they mustered up their courage, they, put together their plan of action and took the leap. It's not working out like they thought, and now they've been blindsided, kind of like your situation with COVID and all of that. What is something that you would say to maybe encourage that person. And you might not have the answers, and maybe you're looking for someone to maybe share this with you because so much is uncertain, but what is maybe a word of encouragement that you would give somebody in that situation? I put you on the spot.
I go back to the why. It's always going back to the why.
Okay.
For me, it's mortality. It's just going back to why. One day you'll die. Really, it keeps you motivated. It's like you keep on thinking, okay, because tomorrow's not guaranteed. Right? It's not guaranteed. So just keep on living life to the best you can. And I'm just motivated to think that one day that we will die, and that if you hold yourself back, you just don't want to have regrets. And I think a lot of us have problems with we're so hard on ourselves when we make mistakes and errors. Right. Even I kick myself a lot. So I'm trying to be nicer to myself. So we all do. So we're our own worst critic.
Right.
Tricia? We really are.
Yeah.
Yes. So yes, going back to that is always go back to your why, and then just think that there's people out there that and another thing is there's people are worse conditions than you are. There's so many people that are worse off than you are, and just be thankful for what you have. Gratitude is another key thing. If you can be just thankful, it's huge.
Yeah.
I have those days. Just you feel like, oh, nothing's working, and what am I doing? And just so sometimes what I do is I just take a step back and just take some deep breaths and just be thankful, and then try to move along. Yeah. Because nothing is perfect.
It's not perfect. Nothing is perfect.
You just gotta keep on going. Yes.
Absolutely. So, and I love that. One of the things that I love every time I come into the 9-round gym is your positive enthusiasm, especially like if I've been traveling, I haven't been in the gym, and Neil is at the gym. He's like, Tricia, so glad that you came in. You're going to have a great workout. And he's always so positive. And I think that having that positive mindset and, just kind of leading with that positivity goes so far. I think it does really make the biggest impact. Don't you agree?
Yeah, most definitely. Positive energy. And plus your outfits bring on more energy. Are you wearing those fabletics or leggings or whatever you're wearing?
I do love my fabletics. I like to just try to put something like loud or bright or something that I think looks cute, so that I feel good going to the
Tricia,
gym.
It's all energy. Yes. It's energy.
And I miss that. I can't wait to come back into the gym with my latest fabletics outfit.
Yes, we do. We miss you. We miss you. I miss all my members.
I miss everybody.
So yes.
Well, I'm hoping that everything works out and that things are just great with the new nutrition program, and that we get through this together so everybody can get back on their fitness journey where they want. I cannot wait to get back to 9-round. So Neil, tell everyone how they can get in touch with you, how they can get information on your nutrition program, or be on the email list or anything for when you guys get ready to open back up. They are in McKinney, so that I don't know if that's a factor, but share a little bit about how they can keep in touch.
But actually, we are open.
Okay.
We are open. Okay.
Yes.
So the easiest way is just it's 9-round McKinney on Facebook and Instagram, and then the new nutrition part of it is called McKinney Fitness Nutrition on Instagram and Facebook. So if you want to get a hold of me, so I will be having I plan to have a nutrition challenge next month. Hopefully we'll have more details on it, but yeah, again, I just encourage you guys to take that leap of faith. Nothing's perfect, people. Nothing's perfect. You just got to take that action. The world will forgive you.
Absolutely. Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Neil, for chatting with me. I really appreciate it. And I can't wait to come back into the gym when it's safe to come in. I'm not going anywhere, so there's that. But if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, or emotional outbursts, you guys know where to find me. ts@triciasitemere.com. I can't wait to hear from you. In the meantime, onward and upward.